Hi guys. So today I want to show you how I am going to shrink this, or how I'm doing it. Hopefully someday Clear Jelly Stamper will come out with a shrinking stamper that's in a holder. That would be awesome. But in the meantime, so one of my clients this week, I had just done a review on this. There's a swatch review on this if you look through my tutorials. And anyway, she saw this sample and she wanted it on her nails. Unfortunately, her nails are, they're shorter than mine. They're definitely smaller than that. But they're not nubs, but they were, anyway, closer to average length. And so I had to shrink it for her, which I've done shrinking in the past when it's just an image, but this is a layered image. So it's different. In the past with shrinking images, I would use a sticky one, which would work fine. But when you're trying to layer, you really need it to be a clear stamper. The only problem with this is these are way more fragile. And so in the meantime, though, this is what I've got to do this with. And I'll show you how I did it. And I would advise that if you're going to do this, because they are so fragile, normally when it's in its holder and you're doing normal stamping with it, mine has lasted really good. I've had this one for quite a long time. It's not perfect, as you can see, but I would at least have an extra Clear Jelly Stamper head or two, and I would designate it for shrinking, because they're going to get torn up like on the side and stuff. So mine already has, it partly might be my fingernails not helping because the way you have to hold it, but I have like a little tear, already right there, just from today, whatever. So I did one already on my lint roller, and that's the normal size, just like that was on that sample nail. And then I did one here, shrinking it. It's still not, it's smaller, it's not super small. And I did smear Adetini on there. What I'm finding is that the third layer, because there's 3 layers in this one, is the toughest, and that's just the third layer on these 3. And I did get it, so those look pretty perfect though. No smearing, got smaller. So we're going to try it together and, see if I can do this with all the layers doing that one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. This is the plate. It's Clear Jelly Stamper, and it's CJS 37. And we're doing this large butterfly up here. It's just gorgeous. And there's the first layer is this blank space, second layer is that one, and third layer is that one. So we're going to start with this one, and we're going to try shrinking it. I'm using my Clear Jelly Stamper. I've already taken it out of the holder, and I'm just using the lid from the Clear Jelly Stamper to set it on, to stamp it on. But you don't have as much control, and it can flop off. So if you want to keep putting it in and out of your holder, you can. I don't want to mess with that, so I'm going to try it this way. But you will have to take this off to shrink it. So anyway, let me go ahead and get some polish, stamping polish. And I'm using Born Pretty, and I'm using Bundle Monster stamping polish. But right now, this one is Born Pretty, and it's a gorgeous blue. I love it. It's one of my favorite blues. So now you do everything else the same normal way. So I put it on, I scraped it, and now I'm going to hold it. I'm going to take my fingers like this, basically mainly 4, and I'm going to try and make it bulge a little bit and as evenly as I can possibly get it. And then I'm going to roll it on here, and hopefully, okay, so I got it. So I just got to clean off this little bit. And if you are used to just going straight down and you can do it without messing up, that's great. Do it that way. But see my tear right there? Wow. All right, so I'm going to put it back on here, kind of press it on the edge on my little lid. And like I said, remember, it's not in anything, so it can flop off, so be careful. Anyway, I'm just going to do it on here, the lint roller, and I'm going to put it close under this big, the regular size, so you can see, hopefully. Okay, so there's the blank space underneath the big one. So it is smaller. And let's do the second layer. We're doing that with the silver, Born Pretty silver. And I will put the names of everything in the information box too. So we're going to go and do this next image over here. That one right there. And like I said, just put on your stamping polish, scrape it like you usually would, and then you got to grab this again and grab it with your 4 fingers and get it as evenly as you can. And I make it bulge kind of in the middle, kind of roundy, bulging, and I rolled it and I got it, and I'm tearing up my stamper right there, but that might be my fingernails, so hopefully you will not, you'll have better luck. It won't tear up as fast on you. Anyway, so I'm putting it on here, and now I'm going to stamp over the first layer. Okay, so let me see if I can turn it for you to see. Okay, there it is. There's our regular layer, butterfly, and here's the one we're working on. All right, and now the third layer, this is the trickiest one to me. I'm using Bendo Monster on this one, because this one is the one with all the super, super fine detail. And if you and this thing is not going to be, it's not as stable when you're holding it separate, and it kind of can jiggle. And if you don't get it just right, if you aren't able to keep it stable enough, then you're going to have it smeared when you put it on, which I just think it takes a lot of practice, and you just have to find what works for you. And, you may have, some people are probably going to pick it up quicker, and, it's going to be easier for them. But the one that's the trickiest for me, like I said, is this third layer, this fine detail stuff. So I'm going to take it out again, and then, grab it like 4s, make it kind of bulge in the center, and I'm gonna try going straight down on this one instead of rolling it. It looks like I got it with no smearing, so now if I can so I'm gonna put it back on my lid, or you can put it in your holder if you want to. Okay, let me show you without dropping it, hopefully, and messing it up. See, so it turned out good. So let's get it on over our butterfly. Okay, let's turn it this way so you can see it, and gently roll it off. All right, let me see a sec. So it's pretty good. I will have to keep practicing if we want it to be absolutely perfect, but I still think that turned out pretty good, because it's tricky. You want to hold that, with those 4 fingers as evenly as you can and bulge it a little bit. So that it'll be, the same kind of a shape, because otherwise, if you don't have it, evenly as possible, then it can end up being skinnier or whatever, distorted image. So anyway, that's it. Just a quick little short, demo on that for doing the layered clear jelly stamping images, especially the big ones like this that you need to shrink down. And if you want to play with it, you could shrink it probably down a little bit smaller. I think when I can get it to bulge a little more, I've been able to get it a little smaller like that. But that's still smaller than this one is. So anyway, have fun doing it. Good luck with it. And hopefully they'll make one soon for us so we don't have to, pull it out and mess with it like that. So thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and click on the bell icon above so that you will get a notice on my next new tutorial. And I have a couple more I'll be doing really soon. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.